Hi everybody, welcome to your September 2022 astrological forecast. Thank you so very much for your patience, for your well wishes, and inquiries even. I'm feeling a lot better than what I was, so not 100%, but I'm still going to give this a try, okay? I would like to thank my subscribers, especially for your continued support, for liking, sharing, and commenting, on my videos. And I would like to, anyone that's new to my channel, if you like this video, please subscribe and click on the notification bell. You'll be notified each time I upload something. Also, check out my weekly forecast, which I will be getting back to shortly, okay? But anyway, I got to remind you guys that Mercury is retrograde this month from the 9th to October 2nd. It will actually fall back into Virgo for a little while in retrograde, okay? Right now it's in Libra. So these Libra people, let's see. Yeah, on the 9th it happens, in the afternoon, okay? So, anyways, I also want to tell you about a new report that I'm offering, simply because people have been like creating it more or less themselves. People send me emails, or to ask me a question, right, about whether I do this or that or whatever. So they've been ordering this through that Ask Me a Question link below there. But they've kind of created the report themselves, and it's a monthly report on love and luck, like your luckiest days for for money and for love. Okay, and it's $25. If you were interested in something like that, you can order it through the, like I said, the Ask Me a Question. You just send me an email anyways, and you would have to send me all the information that's listed with that Ask Me a Question, which is all your birth info and whatever. So I'll be adding it to my list of services, but for now I just thought I'd let you know that, because it seems to be very popular, and I haven't even mentioned it until now, okay? So let's get to your forecast. Hi Leo, how are you? Welcome to your September 2022 astrological forecast. As you can see, I'm wearing the glasses. It's the only way I can see this. See? Look, that's what your forecast looks like to me every month. Anyway, let's see here. So, the sun is in Virgo, okay? Your second house of earned income, how you earn your money, and your possessions, and your valuables, even your personal values, period, right? So, the sun is here up until the 22nd, and Mercury moves back here, okay, on the 23rd. It's in retrograde motion, starts off the month, though, in Libra, in your third house, falls back into Virgo, your second house, on the 23rd. Okay, so something will be revisited here as far as money goes. On the 5th, Venus moves into Virgo, okay, into your second house, attracting more things to you, more Venus kind of things, like luxury items, art, beauty, anything beautiful. And also, like money, though, too. It does enhance your investments a little bit. If you've made a few investments, you could get a nice return on something right now. But your second house is basically money. It's a money house, okay? When you have Venus here, it does attract things to you, and sometimes it could even be like a belated birthday gift, or just a because gift. But people could be giving you things at this time. We're doing nice things for you, like paying your way to something, even if they're just like taking you out to lunch, or you're just meeting for, I don't know, the movies or something. But somebody could treat you at this time. Not just one person, maybe, a group of people. There's a full moon on the 10th in the sign of Pisces, and where you have Pisces in your chart is your 8th house. It's directly across from your second house of Virgo. So these are the money houses, the 2nd and 8th, right? 8th house is other people's money, though, okay, and other people's resources. It's also, though, the house of financial institutions, okay, like banks and credit card companies. And it's also the house of passive money, money coming to you through means other than earning it, okay, such as like a legal settlement or an insurance payout. That could be anything at this time. You do have Jupiter in Aries in your ninth house of legal matters. So Jupiter is the natural ruler of the ninth house, and it's doing really well in this area. Okay, so if you do have any legalities going on in your life, they should tend to go in your favor, just having Jupiter here. So maybe at this time you're at least hearing about something, some kind of settlement, whatever. But a full moon is there to help get rid of something. It brings a problem to the surface so you can deal with it, okay, and finally do away with it. So obviously there's a problem here possibly with money. This is also the house of jointly held accounts, like property and jointly held debt, though, also. So you could be having a bit of a discussion with someone at this time. If this is a partner, could be a business partner, could be a romantic partner, whatever, in regards to money or a bill even. Or you could even be hit with a bill at this time that isn't even yours. You know, I've mentioned this many, many times because you have Neptune in your 8th house transiting here for a while here, that you have to watch out for identity theft and charges on your accounts, both bank and credit cards, anything where your signature or your name is attached to it, and money is also what's happening here. You know, the exchange of money. Make sure that your accounts are correct, that everything is correct, okay? In fact, this would be a really good time to check to make sure all your stuff is there, such as your valuables. And we're talking about things like jewelry that you don't wear all the time. You only wear them for like special occasions. So they're tucked away somewhere and you just assume that they're there, okay? Well, you know what? There's a good way to find out if that's true, and that is to just go there and make sure that your stuff is still there. It's just a good idea, okay? You may have even lent something to someone, okay, and it's just dawning on you that's why you don't have it. You forgot or whatever, that you lent something to someone and you need it back right now. So that's what could also be going on here, is you're hitting somebody up for you know, payback. It could even be that you lent somebody money, okay, whatever. Sometimes it isn't pleasant, but it's over quick enough, so who cares, right? It's yours, you want it back. So, and the sun moves into Libra on the 22nd, and Mercury is here at the beginning of the month, and then on the 9th it turns retrograde, okay? This Mercury is the natural ruler of the 3rd house. This is a big house of communication and travel, but usually like local, like within your tri-state area or something, like a few hours drive away or whatever, you know. So this would be the time that you would feel like more than likely taking a road trip or something, you know, whatever. But the thing is Mercury retrograde does screw up like communications and travel and things like that, you know what I mean? So it being in your 3rd house in retrograde motion right now, I'd have to say that it would affect you a little bit more than some of the other signs, because it's occurring in your house of travel and communication. So if I were you, I would double check on everything if I were planning any kind of trip, okay, especially reservations, and if it's a road trip, especially the route I was taking, because a lot of times detours just pop up overnight practically. So even if you're checking up to the very last minute, okay, even if you're flying somewhere, it's always a good idea to get there early, but to also check to make sure that your flight is still on. You know, the way they cancel flights anymore around here in the U.S. anyway. You know, it's like a real horror to try to travel by air. So anyway, as far as communications go, you know, when you speak to somebody, you should especially be very careful that you're precise and explicit in whatever it is that you're saying, that if you really want someone to truly understand something of importance. Okay, even if it isn't important, it's just a good idea to double check to make sure that somebody clearly understood instructions that you gave them, or directions or something or other. Or you know, you could I don't know, be getting like secondhand knowledge or something in a way, and just in bits and pieces, and you're left to you know, fill in the blanks or something like that. You can't get to the root of a problem or a subject or something. You know, it just seems like you just can't pin it down. You're either not speaking to the right person, or you just can't find out the information that you need to know about anything. Okay, you could also get someone else's mail, regular postal mail at this time, in your mailbox. And it could happen like more than once, or their packages or something like that. Somebody could drop off a package that isn't for you. Same thing with your email. Okay, I would really check my spam folder in any email that I have, because things that would normally go in your inbox are falling possibly into that spam folder, and you're not seeing it. Okay, or somewhere else. And also, if you're sending out an email, especially if this is at work, it's work related, always go over everything that you've written and who you are sending it to, because you don't want to send it to everyone that you work with. Okay, so that's basically the whole thing here. Is just, you know, travel could be you know, for you could be a little iffy. You know, I would have to say too, little things like losing your keys, car keys, or, you know, being at, let's say, the grocery store. You're at the checkout, you go to your car up, you left the keys on the counter, something like that. Something you have to redo. You have to do something twice, and it's something really, you know, minor. You could even have a list to go to the grocery store that when you get to the store, you can't find the list, right? So you're going from memory, well, do all that, you get home, and the very thing that you were going to the grocery store for, you didn't buy. So you're back. Okay, you're repeating, okay? Also, if your cell phone acts up, don't buy a new one. Wait until Mercury turns direct next month. Wait about a week later, and then try it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to work the way it always has. You know, if it was a good working phone and it was fine for you, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's Mercury retrograde. Any kind of electronics that you're dealing with, don't go out and buy new ones unless you know for sure that something is broken on it. But usually cell phones really act up at this time. It will even, you may even think that you've been hacked, because it will switch to screens that you were not even on, stuff like that, you know. Maybe you have been hacked, but most of the time it's just Mercury retrograde acting up, okay? There's also a new moon in this area in your third house on the 25th in Libra. So this is like a new beginning in this area for you. There could be something new in your neighborhood that you would like to check out. The third house is pretty much your everyday life and the people or places you would encounter throughout the normal course of your day. Okay, it's also your neighbors and your siblings. But it looks like maybe you are attending maybe at least one event or something going on in your area, like a fair. You know, into October is Halloween, so maybe there's something going on at the entire month that you can go visit, like a haunted house thing, whatever, one of those, or a hayride, or whatever. Okay, so that's about it. I do have to mention, though, okay, Venus is still in your sign up until the 5th. Okay, so on the 5th it does move into Virgo, so the very few first days of September, Venus is still in your sign. Okay. The best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Leo on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. And the best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Aquarius, and those dates are the 7th and 8th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 15th, 16th, 17th, and 30th. The best time for money is the 9th, 10th, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. The best time for your career is the 13th, 14th, and 15th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 11th, 12th, 13th, 25th, 26th, and 27th. So I'll get into more detail like on the weekly forecast, okay, when I start to feel a little better. But sorry if this is like kind of short. Anyway, see you next week. Goodbye.